The starting line at the half marathon at Eisenhower Park is the continuation of fundraising efforts for Patty Cassioppo, for the Crohn's and Colitis Foundation, and for her 17-year-old son Tyler, who suffers from the disease. From her very first race 3 years ago to a never-ending journey to find a cure and to raise awareness.
Never thought that when I finished that race, what it was going to continue into and what it was going to become to me, which is this second family of people who understand everything that I've been through, everything that Tyler's been through. It literally snowballed into this 3-year, 3 triathlons, 28 half marathons, and then my marathon was like the culmination of 3 years of not ever being a runner, a triathlete, or anything to this amazing story.
There's so many moms out there who maybe just sit around, do nothing, but my mom gets her butt out there and she runs just for me, for kids around the world and little kids. It's amazing, and I love her so much.
To date, Cassioppo's mission to raise awareness through the running community has taken her to several countries and has raised in upwards of $200,000 for the Crohn's and Colitis Foundation. But more importantly, she has become the key advocate for her son Tyler and his daily struggle against Crohn's disease since being diagnosed at the age of 5.
I'm sitting there with a sick little 5-year-old going, I have no idea what this disease is. And what do? You Google it. I Googled it and it petrified me, but I said, oh, we'll give him some medication and and he'll get by it. It's the wrong thing to think because it has been, he's now 17. He was just before his 6th birthday, he was diagnosed. And the ride that's been in between that has been nothing I could have ever imagined.
Crohn's disease belongs to a group of conditions known as inflammatory bowel disease. The common symptoms of Crohn's is persistent diarrhea, and among younger children, Crohn's may delay growth and development. With treatment from his doctors and a monitored diet, Tyler has been able to attend school and be active in sports. But with no cure for Crohn's, his treatment may continue for the rest of his life.
He has been through so many different types of treatment, including medication and dietary treatments. And he's had infections. He's had a lot of problems gaining weight. He's been fed with supplemental feeds through a tube in his nose and ultimately a tube in his stomach. And through the years, he really spent a good deal of his childhood in the hospital. For the last few years, he's been on a new medication called Entyvio.
Entyvio binds to a protein on the GI-directed white blood cells, keeping them from entering the GI tract. Now, GI-directed white blood cells continue moving through the bloodstream. With fewer white blood cells in the GI tract, Entyvio helps reduce inflammation and symptoms of ulcerative colitis or Crohn's disease.
He's done amazingly well for the last 1.5 to 2 years. He's growing, he's thriving, he's enjoying his life as a senior in high school, and I've honestly never seen him look as well as he looks now.
As years go on, people and doctors have been finding better ways to help my Crohn's. With my IV infusions, those haven't helped me. My Humira shots, those haven't helped me either. But this Entyvio that's been helping me has not just changed me, it's completely changed my life. It's making me, the way I look right now, I'm taller, bigger, stronger. When it was before that, I was a tiny little boy, skinny, doing nothing. I feel like with that, it's made me open up a new part of my body, seeing all my friends, and just a really great story to tell everyone too.
Dr. Haller, she never really put him on a diet. Unfortunately, with Crohn's, your intestines, especially when they're inflamed, you don't absorb them. You don't absorb the food and the nutrition as well as you should, and that's why he wouldn't grow. So he would have to take in like 3 times the amount of nutrition-wise. He would have to take in 3 times the amount of calories than like you or I would, in order to gain a pound. And if he didn't do that, he'd end up losing 2 pounds. So he ended up, that was a big issue. Like weight was a huge issue when we weigh him now. I weigh him now even still every week to make sure that he's not going backwards.
Tyler, a high school senior on his way to college, plans to continue to receive treatments from Dr. Haller, and his mother has no plans to stop running until there's a cure for Crohn's disease and a greater hope for long-term remission for her son.
I will probably run as long as I have to, so I think I will definitely keep doing Team Challenge events until we can have a big party that there's a cure and they don't need to have them anymore, and that would be nice too.
What she's done for him and for other children who have Crohn's disease is just really very exciting.
Get involved. Learn more at strikeoutcrohns.com. For Push Pause in East Meadow, this is Archie Snowden.